And welcome back. I don't have all the time in the world, but I'm going to stream for a little bit. Oh, what did that say?
What Golden Plains? The wanderers have called home, I wonder.
Dear leg, mister.
These inquiries been hard to find.
You know, I actually miss Sid in this game. Sid was a really cool character.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. Engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself.
Hey, Golby.
Oh, come, don't tease me.
What
now.
is
What
up?
did you learn of this place and its people? Let's
Just
start
got off
with the
work.
engravings of the
Still
South.
in training mode right now.
What did it say?
New job. Those are in sort of the south. That's the west.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating.
Oh, no big deal.
The founders of this city
I
were
haven't
descendants
been
of
streaming the
those
past couple of days just
charged
because
with
I've been
protecting the
busy
mother
with work and
crystal.
stuff trying to find new job and whatnot.
Whatever could have
So,
driven the Guardians so far
and I'm just
from their
training.
sacred charges, I wonder.
No big deal,
The
brother.
engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so,
I don't know if I did it right.
primitive farmers
Yeah, this is
Tabor's
Final Fantasy
founding
16.
peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers.
I don't think I did that right at all.
No wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
I don't think I did that one right at all. Yeah, I got a goblin coin. Because this one is read completely different. I should have known, if I would have known that was what it was going to be. No, maybe that was it. Okay. I guess so. Alright. It sucks because like I'm just trying to go over here to do like one main thing right here, but every time I go into a new area now, there's some side quest that I have to do. There's so many side quests in this game, it's crazy.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm still wondering like how he has this order of people that are like helping him. It's really strange.
Cyril seemed very... You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
I don't know, Gulby, if you've played a lot of Final Fantasy games, but this one
Lord
is
Rosfield.
pretty awesome.
I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
The free city's under siege? Who'd have thought?
I think that's where... Yep, cool. Now I can come this way. I need to go over here, and there's a monster over here that I have to kill, and then I have to do a bounty hunt over here too. If you haven't played them, I do recommend them. They're really fantastic stories. And this one in general is just like, some people are divided on it, and I don't know why. Oh, this is a bounty hunt. It's a rank C. I smashed like the highest rank the other day. It's a giant fucking dragon. This one's just fun because it's like it's so crazy in the battles. Just a really fun battle system. Oh shit. Oh shit. Not today, Satan. It was a little sloppy, but I did it. This one is all like first player, like one player, and then you have some people that are kind of hanging around in the background behind you. They're like helping you do things, and they kind of just automate things for themselves to do. Like sometimes they'll heal you, sometimes they, you know, they help do damage. My constant is my dog. His name's Torgal. And he's always with me. So the other people in my party, they change. But Torgal is always with me. Pretty dope little dog, if I say so myself. But yeah, this has been a really awesome experience. And some people, like, I've been getting into arguments with people on Facebook and stuff. People are Torgal, Torgal. Some people are like really pissed off at this game, and I'm like, guys, what is fucking wrong with you? It was like one of the weakest stories in all of Final Fantasy. It's like, you haven't played Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13 has probably one of the weakest storylines that's ever been done by Final Fantasy. Not only is it a weak story, but it's very simplistic. The battle system is pretty terrible, and the boss of that entire game is one of the most predictable and easiest bosses to kill in any Final Fantasy game that I've ever played. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Because usually the end boss of a Final Fantasy game is difficult, where you're gonna have to fight it a couple of times just to get it done. And that is not the case. So, I think I know who the boss is in this game. I have a pretty strong idea who the main villain is in this game, but I have no idea how strong it's actually going to be. Which there's been some fights in this game that have messed me up pretty bad. And honestly, this is this is probably one of the best storylines that they've crafted for a video game. The way it's shaping, like the villain looks evil as shit, basically. Villain looks really good. It's been a hell of a ride, man. Oh yeah, the graphics are awesome. I mean, like I said, like just some people cannot be happy with video games anymore. Like, I mean, I've played just about every Final Fantasy that I can get my hands on, and I started whenever I was like 6 or 7 years old playing Final Fantasy, like way back in the day. And it's been the longest running game series that I've played in my entire life. And just doesn't, I don't know. I've played some really good ones, I've played some really bad ones. And this is definitely not a bad Final Fantasy game. People just want like something like really specific. They want to fight like crazy like Dark Souls type enemies and stuff, and that's not necessarily what you're getting in Final Fantasy experiences. I mean, you play it because the experience of it is just amazing. But
This one.
expecting a lobster? Like a whole lobster? I'm gonna come down here because there's another fight that I have to do over here. So that's 2 out of 3. Some people were like bitching about this game, that like saying like that the storyline's trash, like it's not a great battle mechanic, and they said that like the best ones were like some of the older like PlayStation 1 days, and it's like, well, you're not wrong. I mean, some of those days with this game, I mean, kinda, but it's not really the same thing. But I think they're pushing more towards like this type of world. They want to make it gritty. They want to make it tough. They want to make it interesting and adult. This is gonna be a good fight. And some people just like to bitch just to bitch, and it's like,
Not the gods' forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets.
you're doing very well. Doing very well. Yeah, definitely don't let me charge up to 4. Alright. Oh shit. He broke my combo. Fuck you too, buddy. Yep, then dodge, 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 dodge. Oh, he killed me. I was like this close to dodging out of his way. The nearest obelisk, my ass, dude. I was just playing that way too passive. That whole thing. Oh, this dude's fucking dead. What an asshole. But basically the world that this story takes place in is so like rich and layered in detail. Like there's a lot of lore that goes into this story, and there is a lot of conflict. So like whatever's happening here around me is not necessarily the same thing that's happening like on the other side of the continent. And depending on what is happening there, it might affect what I'm capable to do, or it affects my world over here. I'm just gonna pulverize this dude. Let my shit charge up just a little bit. Wow, dick. Yeah, that's one of the strongest things that I have. The crazy thing is that this game like takes you on a tour of different things to like different summons to obtain part of their ability, and I still have 2 more to do, and I've played probably 60 hours in this game. This is basically like your upgrade, like your skill tree basically, but like as you like obtain part of, they're called icons, like the summons, you obtain part of their ability by defeating them basically, or fighting them in battle, and you obtain part of their ability. So like this is Bahamut stuff here. It's probably one of the strongest things that I have, just as it just doesn't stop. But upgrading my dude as much as I can right now. I'm at a point in the game where it's gonna start getting more and more expensive, and I still, like I said, I still have like I still have a couple of things that I've got to wrap up before I go beat the game. So here's your hide.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
But yeah, I've had an absolute blast playing this game so far. It's been so much fun, like in combat, and the things that you do in this game are some of the most epic things I've ever done in a video game.
You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested.
And this is coming from someone that played through all of God of War Ragnarok, and loved both of those games. I think that this is up there in that quality in terms of storytelling.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
I do have to go back to somewhere real quick, and then I'll travel back there. But yeah, it's been great, man. The graphic quality in this game, the storytelling, like all of it has been a lot of fun.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
Do I have more mail?
Did you see the pair that got pulled into...
Hey man, have a good night. Yeah, I'm honestly about an hour away from crashing out, but pop on, man. I'm streaming a lot more often here recently, so kind of back in the swing of things a little bit. I'll catch you later. I'm gonna try. It really just kind of depends on what's going on with work here lately. I have, like, tomorrow is another long day of training, and I'm trying to basically test out so I can start making money on Saturday, so we'll see what happens. But I don't know what my schedule looks like this weekend other than that. I'll try to pop on if I can, and I'm trying to post stuff in Discord and stuff to kind of keep everybody updated, but it's...
Allow me to educate you.
I've been a little preoccupied trying to get back in the swing of things of decent work, so I'll do my best, man. But either way, I mean, you'll see my notifications and you'll see me pop on, but don't stress it, man, because life happens to everybody, and fuck, I mean, I was offline for about 2 months, so it's all good. I'll catch you later, man. Have a good night.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
I'm close. 1360.
All done?
Yep, that's it so far. All the bounties are knocked down. Ask about Nectar's adventures.
What did you find down there?
Oh, you fucking douchebag. Moogle, we're gonna have some words one day. Alright. All the bounties are done. All the side quests are done. That's why I go back to Tabor and continue on with my mission. Hopefully, I don't know how long this quest is gonna take, but I don't have all night to play, so I do have to get some sleep. Sucks. That's the price that you pay whenever you're damn near 40 and you have a full-time job and don't have a lot of time to game anymore.
Free cities under siege.
We just get old, damn it. No, I do not want to do that.
Then let us be rid of them.
Over here! But I'm also getting into like the really interesting things happening in the game too, so there's some really cool shit like lined up the next little while. So I'm technically in the third act of the video game now. They said that the acts are basically divided by who is in your party with you. And I've got like my third companion with me, so I'm entered into the third act of the video game.
And I just entered into the third act. So that would make sense that
Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
the events to... Oh, let's see what's going on here. Might be a cutscene real quick.
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
So we're basically here to kind of rescue two people in the middle of this conflict. And what's happening is that there's two different militant factions that are pressing in on this one spot right here at the same time while I'm trying to get in there and help out. And there's quests that just popped up. God damn it. That's what I'm saying, man. There's so many side quests in this game. I don't know how anybody would be bitching about this game not having enough content. Because there's content everywhere.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chairdress Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
So once again, there's three different missions and three different territories that I have to go to. And I knew that it was going to be like this too. Like, that going further into Canver, trying to do the main storyline, that I wouldn't have enough time to deal with it because there's going to be way too much other stuff going on. And plus, I think that the conflict in Canver is going to be... This is a nice little spot here, though. I kind of like this. Hey, look at this city that could be. Oh, I think I remember I was passing along over there. Yeah, up there. Crossing that bridge and looked down and thought that that would have been a really cool spot to be. Like to go down and look and explore. And here I am. That's what the cool thing about this game does, is that it shows you places that are kind of outside of your reach that you don't know if you're going to be able to get to or not. Then it's like, oh, yeah, you can go there.
This must have been a nice place once.
And it will be again.
All together now. And everything's dead. Not too terrible.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat.
Do a little exploring down here for a minute. There's always some cool shit. No, this would be a nice little village. I dig it, man. So the whole goal that I'm trying to, like, why I'm trying to go to Canver in the first place is because the girl that is there has crafted what I believe to be a ship. It doesn't say what kind of ship, it just says ship. And they allude to crashing into the water, but they don't say jack shit of whether or not it can actually fly. And that is the one thing in Final Fantasy games that they always try to give you an option to have an airship. However, with that being said, I don't need an airship. I can fast travel pretty much anywhere that I want to, and I'm not too incredibly worried if I don't get to make it there or not. Surge's Thread. There's something down here too in Surge's Thread that I need to go find. this would be a really gnarly place to fight. So I am willing to bet that there's going to be a very brutal battle here at some point. I don't know what. You know, I still haven't seen a behemoth in the game. They did a good job of putting the Morbles in here too, because that was a fun fight. What a cool little area. It's all tied in now. Alright. Congratulations, you have your place now. You have your place for your citizens, hopefully. They make it a home, and I can get a sword or some shit.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it.
You're damn right it is.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Okay. It's not at all vague.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble.
Aw, thanks.
Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Oh, you know. You know where to find me.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Okay. Next. This might be a good one.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
Because this dude is fucking pissed right here.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Let's take a little stroll.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
I always thought the music here was really cool. This was like the first getting started on the campaign trail and then eventually finding and killing Garuda. Which Garuda was just a really badass fight anyway. That was the first main real fight that you end up doing. All right.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives.
so we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
On the other side. That is a long fucking walk for Quentin. Yep, I had a feeling. Since it said Heaven Hall, I kind of had a feeling it was right over here.
Ready, girl?
Yeah!
Caution, brother.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades.
Everyone's
They
fucking
followed
dead.
me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Oh, okay. It's that kind of guard dog.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. It's a rabbit beast that needs to be put down. This one.
You got fucked up.
If
Nice.
only we arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Flooded? Is it an ether flood?
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Quentin.
Damn it.
He's really showing his ass right now.
Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we'll finish this quickly.
I need to get back to Quentin.
Hey, Nacho. What's up, man? Oh, this fucking guy.
Quentin. Quentin! Look at me!
I'm glad you got your revenge. Just so you can run in and fucking die like an idiot.
Get you out of here.
It's been going okay. It's been a little bit of some training and stuff that I've been stressing out about a little bit, but it's okay because I'm only a couple of days away from being on and making money. But it's a really nice place, man. It's good food and
Welcome back to the land of the living.
just bartending, just hanging out and enjoying it. It's
The valley.
it's kind of where I need to be right now, so it's fitting pretty well.
I see.
How the heck are you?
All is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about?
This guy is such an asshole.
Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin.
Yeah.
We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lost
Oh,
weren't just
I don't
a
know.
village.
What was the favor?
It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why, just a village. We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin,
Ah.
you know?
Please.
Yeah, unfortunately I have like no money to spare or do anything for anybody at this point.
We are family.
I'm hoping to get into a good groove in the next like couple of months. Well, probably within the next month or so to actually start doing giveaways again. But
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer
it's been a long 6 months, man. I've been fucking broke for like 6 months.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course.
Oh.
Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting.
I'll try to go on Twitter here in a little bit and read your message and all that. Just message me there and we can talk more. I'm just not really in a position where I can really do a lot right now. Wicked Wheel. Nice, okay. This fucking guy right here. Like, this dude Quentin right here was so hell-bent on revenge that he had his entire people slaughtered and then said, I don't have anything else to live for. And then, like, he's got people right there that need him and depend on him. It's like, honestly, his arc is probably the most disappointing thing that I've seen. Yeah, it's just a side quest. Like, his whole family was murdered. And it's like, he just got all of his people killed to get revenge, and he got his revenge, and then he's just like, there's nothing else for me to live for. It's like, shut your fucking hole. Like, remind me not to play Quentin's fucking side quest on New Game Plus, because I don't care about that one. That was, well, I guess the reward was kind of alright. Fucking babies, bro. Oh, my family's dead. Ugh.
Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
I was this close to doing the main quest line again, and then I got pulled into 3 fucking side quests.
Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just isn't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle.
Just quest after quest after quest after quest.
Like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
So that's the second time. Actually, that's the third one.
Thank you, Clive.
Yeah.
Where were you thinking of
That's
making
kind of what
this
this
new
is.
home?
It's like a 10-minute thing. Just like,
Well,
go
my
kill
role
some
was to do
stuff,
a lot worse
get a
than
little reward.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians to call on.
Why?
It's time we made our move.
Bro.
Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
How's Death Stranding been?
I will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts.
I heard Hogwarts is great. I've got
win the place back.
I've got friends that have played it like
He's
3
got some
times.
ideas of his own too. What are you
3 or
gonna talk to
4
him?
times. I played one for all the houses. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. That's the only reason why I didn't get it, because I'm just like, I really don't care.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
So technically, all of these quests have been leading to people coming and getting into a new home.
You, Lord Rosfield. And you. I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would.
It's never too late, man.
We'll soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
Indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
I mean, I think honestly, like with Hogwarts, you have to be like a diehard fan. And that's just my thing, is that I just don't... I'm not like a super big... You know, I'm not a super big fucking Harry Potter fan. Like, it's okay. I like the movies and stuff, but... Yeah, and that's what I understand, is like, if you really like the books and the movies and stuff, then you're all over it. But, I mean...
Who the hell are you?
I'm just the guy that's gonna kill everybody right here. Nah, I won't play it. My girlfriend wants to play it, but I won't play it.
That's the end of that then.
Oh, the series?
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Oh, I see. I have the latest Witcher and all the expansions. I've just never played it. I just haven't had a lot of time to really do a lot of stuff, dude. Like, I mean, the past 6 months, like, I've been completely broke, and then now I'm working this job where I'm still like, I'm this close to actually starting to make some decent money, and I have to just like bite my tongue and get through it because I'm so stressed out. But the new place is cool. I think I'm gonna like it a lot, but I think I'm finally at a point that I can start to kind of get back on track a little bit.
No surprises.
And
I'll take that as a no.
Have some time to just kind of do the things that I want to do. And
a magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
I am. No, I'm just thinking, like, I don't know. Just doing little stuff just because I can, just because I want to, but I'm just gonna do it like in a way that,
Our lives are our own at last.
you know, makes sense to me if I have the money. And
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work
that
of
guy
rebuilding the place.
looks like Clive.
It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again.
Yeah, it's the
Just
hair
you wait.
mostly.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord.
I was talking to Golby earlier, and so
lives again.
this game is basically in three different acts, and each act is defined by who is in your party traveling with you, and I officially am in the third act, and I realized that the other day. But so this is the last act of the game, but it's also the beginning of that last act.
There you are. All went well then. Sir Wade
Yeah,
told me
this is the last one.
while Islot kept an eye out.
So,
Nicely
and
done.
the acts are pretty
What's all this about some
long.
shape-shifting nightmare showing up.
I mean,
On
I
second
still
thoughts,
have.
Don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is
Hang
you
on,
did it.
sorry.
And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Damn, I'm so close to 1500. I knew I was gonna be off a little bit. That's the one too. I'm going to try to finish it this week. I was a little delayed the past couple of days, just kind of doing things for work, and I knocked down like 2 out of 3 days of training. Hopefully I can get everything wrapped up tomorrow that I got to do and start actually making money. And
Sounds like thunder.
You're late.
I took off.
We're starting.
I took off yesterday just because I had to. I got off work a little late, and then I was just tired. I ended up working like it was like a 10 or 11 hour day of just training and stuff. So I was pretty tired, and I didn't waste a lot of time. I ate something and watched some South Park and went to bed. Yeah, I was trying to pop on, but I was complaining to my girlfriend because I was just like it's a really cool like mission coming up, and I can't fucking play it because it's gonna be forever and long mission. I was just complaining, and she's just like, she's like, you really need to go to bed, and I'm like, I know. I know, hun. I gotta go to sleep. So I kind of just wrapped up and went and passed out. And I woke up today. I was pretty dog shit whenever I woke up today. So I think I'm gonna go another like half hour on stream and just kind of see where this little mission's heading, and then probably save it and go to bed. But
Didn't think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is? Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
they're gonna do it so hard. Hey, have a good day, buddy. I'll see if I can hop on tomorrow. And keep an eye out for the live streams, because the band's getting back together.
Uncle Byron.
Golby's been hanging out a little bit here and there.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, I'll check it here in a second before I go to bed. Later, buddy.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
I'm so curious to see how this plays out, though.
Would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Let's see if we can knock this out before I go to bed.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Goddamn orcs.
They've been routed.
How strong am I by this point? Oh, okay. You came to fight then. Guys. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, he's not playing. Jesus. What an asshole. Alright, so basically keep an eye out, because Level 42.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
This might not be a short mission at all. I'm kind of hoping that it is, like, wrap up in the next, like, couple of minutes or so, but I don't think that it is. I'm hopeful. So we just knock this out real quick.
This won't be easy.
Interesting. Oh, okay. Ow, dude. Jesus. Chill out, bro. If this turns into like a major conflict, like I'm not really prepared for this. Like I will go to bed pretty quick, so let's just see what happens.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be short at all. Oh, okay. Yeah. Holy shit, dude! Oh my god, this guy's a fucking asshole. Jesus Christ.
These leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Not cool. Note to self. That's a good one too. Orcish warlords are not fun.
Where are they?
Get ready. Oh, hi. What's up, guys?
These creatures. Does Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here?
does he want?
You've
Interesting.
caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you.
Damn it.
Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield. They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this.
This might be a hard fight.
Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield.
That's some badass armor, though.
Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
Titan!
Good God.
Trick.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Muthos. Yes! Yes!
Let's try.
How, dude? I honestly wasn't expecting to beat him on that run.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Oh shit.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Well.
virtuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
All the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You lot mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. I've said that Otto might know something.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
All right.
Them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the Mother Crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint Gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than Gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to. Clive. That great lump. No. If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. None today, I'm afraid. Maybe next time, eh? None today, I'm afraid. Sorry. Sold out. I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. Is that all?
Trouble with your gear, or so will it be? Anything else?
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow Guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
If it's knowledge you seek,
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Back again? What is it that you wish to learn?
Here's the latest information I have. Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson.
wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here's everything we've received and everything promised. Here you are. Best of luck out there. Sid?
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been Mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sink?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hill
didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye, aye. Lose a patient.
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough of that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice.
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
She can't kick. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Taya to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodrigue.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
this again. Ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the Cursebreakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the Cursebreakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
He's a surly soaker.
Cid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, A most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Sid! Heard you were in Canberra fetching young men.
Miss Shirley.
If Amber and the Lazarus are